Sudden wipeouts, far-fetched surprises, swift vandalizations, and incredible hits. That's what you need to be ready for, as here we've gathered some of the scariest tsunami and wave moments caught on camera. So, let's get into it. It seems like the ocean has decided to wipe out everything. That's really freakish. The thing running in my mind right now is, thank God my house is far away from the beaches. Otherwise, this clip was enough to steal all the peace of my mind. Still, I need to review my holiday plans. This is the aftermath of the storm Kira. It was a powerful and long-lived extratropical cyclone that was the first of a pair of European windstorms to affect the United Kingdom and Ireland at peak intensity, less than a week apart in early 2020, followed by Storm Dennis a week later. These clips belong to the Tohoku earthquake and tsunami that shook northeastern Japan on March 11, 2011. The disaster began when a magnitude 9 earthquake shook the region, unleashing a savage tsunami. The effects of this earthquake were felt around the world, from Norway's fjords to Antarctica's ice sheet. Tsunami debris has continued to wash up on North American beaches years later. In a chain of unprecedented storms, giant waves of more than 10 meters reached the beach of Gijón and the rest of the Cantabrian coast in 2014. Although it was not so deadly, still it left streets near the beach flooded. See the fury of the ocean. It looked more than just a regular storm. Wow, they've got a free car wash by the ocean. However, they still need to wash them again, because free services are often subpar. Some people might still be confused if it was a car wash or a mud splash. What do you guys think about that? Tell us in the comments below. This guy was literally destroyed at this beach of Nazaré in Portugal. This is also a lesson for those who thought surfing is an easy job. After hardly surviving several waves, he was totally losing himself when help finally arrived. That jet ski rescuer did an awesome job. This is for what Nazaré Beach is famous for. It made me feel much better when I came to know that this flipping boat was unmanned. Otherwise, it would have been a disaster. Some people say that it was dragged by the waves from shore, and some claim that all of its passengers managed to evacuate before it flipped upside down. But anyway, thankfully no damage was done there. Surf's up on the North Sea, and as this video shows, the waves can be big enough to rough up even a large offshore drilling rig. Filmed by an offshore worker on the nearby platform, around 145 miles east of Aberdeen, Scotland. This footage captures the stomach-churning awe of large waves crashing into a rig owned by Dolphin Drilling. Imagine having a beautiful sea view from your balcony, and then this happens. What will be your first action after watching this? If you talk about me, I would definitely prefer to evacuate myself from there immediately. Yeah, it saves money on hiring a window cleaner, but now they need a new railing. A torrent of water, mud, and debris flooded the Atapu region of Laos, destroying lives, infrastructure, and farmland. It happened when the auxiliary Saddle Dam D, which was part of a larger hydroelectric dam system under construction in southeast Laos, collapsed on July 23, 2013. Thousands were left displaced and homeless by this disaster. This CCTV footage shows the road shaking ominously, followed by a blast and a shower of sludge. It was on a quiet Monday afternoon. The ground beneath a street in the Ukrainian capital Kyiv trembled, perhaps as a sign of things to come. Before anyone could make sense of what was happening, an underground water pipe dramatically burst. This is the shocking moment. A tourist bus is tossed around like a toy after being swept away by floodwaters. This empty bus was washed away by raging waters of Beas River in northern India, following heavy rain and flash flooding. The end of this blue coach can be seen hanging off a muddy ridge as it precariously dangles in the water. Wow, what a great place to live. Just wake up early in the morning to see beautiful scenery of the sunrise, and then just turn off the window cover and watch the waves playing in the sea. Nah, because in this situation, it's truly freaky. So if you get seasick easily, then this place is not the right place for you. The Brumadinho Dam disaster occurred on January 25, 2019, when a tailings dam at the Corrego de Feijão iron ore mine in Brazil suffered a catastrophic failure. The disaster killed 270 people and left many people homeless. According to reports, steep upstream construction, high water levels, weak fine tailings, and the brittle nature of the tailings created the conditions for this failure. Excellent teamwork, intelligent minds, and the luck of this man collectively gave him a second life. He was fishing in a small stream when a huge amount of floodwater stranded him in it. It was looking really difficult, but somehow rescuers managed to evacuate him through a zip line. This footage shows a controlled release of floodwater at a dam, with dozens of people watching the water jetting out. Taiwanese authorities released floodwaters at Taoyuan City's Ximen Dam after Typhoon Dujuan hit the country. Although this was a controlled and planned release of water, it's still very creepy. Just imagine the force and energy this bridge is facing. Undoubtedly, the bridge is really powerful, otherwise it would have been wiped out. This wall of water was hitting Newland Bridge during the St. Valentine's Day storm, when huge waves caused flooding in Newland on February 14, 2014. In September 2021, Hurricane Ida swept New York City. During the storm, the city issued a travel ban. Trains stopped in their tracks, leaving commuters completely stranded in the trains until rescue crews could get people out. On some tracks, outside the trains, water levels rose up to their windows. Luckily, everyone who was stuck in transit survived the storm safely. For a moment, the car driver must have remained stunned, but then his reflexes worked and he reversed his car. This happened in Turkey when an underground water pipe burst again, just after a couple of hours after its first repair. Luckily, no one was harmed. But anyway, residents of that area had to face problems in their water supply. When Melbourne's water office received a complaint about water leakage, they weren't expecting this at all. A fountain 80 meters up into the sky, equivalent to a 13-story building. It is believed that a faulty air valve ruptured, releasing 2 million liters or 500,000 gallons of water. It took the water company an hour to stop the flow. Which ride could be more hair-raising than this? It happened on November 8, 2017, when Rodrigo Coxa surfed a monster wave off the coast of Nazaré, Portugal, that was officially measured at 80 feet in height, or 24.38 meters. The 38-year-old Brazilian is now the official Guinness World Record holder for the largest wave surfed. It took a few seconds for people to understand what happened, and when they realized, well, it was a quick run for life. It was really unexpected. Thankfully, the ship's crew was really efficient, so they managed the whole matter without any further destruction. This was a rogue wave that occurred in the North Sea off the coast of Norway on January 1st, 1995. It measured about 84 feet in height, which is unusually large for the area. The wave was recorded by a platform-mounted instrument, making it the first scientifically documented rogue wave. It's crazy how instead of freaking out and running away, the woman stayed right there in the first place. Ocean was in high tide, so the second wave was much bigger than the first. As a result, the woman fell down on the rocky beach. Luckily, she remained safe from any serious injury, but from now on, she will surely take care of her distance from the ocean. Square waves are the most mysterious kind of waves in the ocean. Many people do not believe in its existence, but it is a reality. They are the result of two ocean swells colliding perpendicular to one another, and this cross-sea wave collision results in powerful rip currents and incredibly unpredictable waves, making them extremely dangerous. Just think about the person who is surfing in such scary tsunami waves. This video was captured in a tsunami that struck the coast of Chile on February 27, 2010, following a massive 8.8 magnitude earthquake. This tsunami caused widespread destruction and claimed hundreds of lives. It is called one of the deadliest tsunamis in world history. Yeah, he captured some amazing footage, but undoubtedly he was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Don't worry, he managed to evacuate himself safely from that spot. This happened due to a volcanic eruption that caused tsunami-like waves in the sea. Although this man might never go to that area again, I'm quite sure that's the most memorable moment of his whole life. This was a storm surge that occurred on December 5th through 6th, 2013, affecting coastal areas in the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, and Germany. It was caused by a combination of strong winds and high tides, and resulted in severe flooding and damage to coastal infrastructure. This video was shot minutes before the main high tide. This massive tsunami struck several counties bordering the Indian Ocean on December 26, 2004, following a 9.1 magnitude earthquake off the coast of Sumatra. The tsunami caused widespread destruction and claimed over 230,000 lives. It has been counted in one of the worst tsunamis in the world's history. What a horrible venue for a swimming pool this is on a Mexican beach. Sea waves are just touching its banks. However, on normal days, it is far from the sea, but these high tidal waves make it closer, and now it looks like sooner or later, some monster wave will turn over the plates. The Hidroituango Dam on the River Cauca was in the final stages of construction when 3 landslides blocked the tunnel, leading the reservoir to fill, which caused flooding downstream. That swept through a riverside hamlet. 600 people were left homeless, and 2 bridges, 2 schools, and a health center were destroyed. This is a rare close-up shot of the sea whirlpool, the rotary oceanic current. It is a large-scale eddy that is produced by the interaction of rising and falling tides. Similar currents that exhibit a central downdraft are termed vortexes and occur where coastal and bottom configurations provide narrow passages of considerable depth. Never turn your back towards the ocean if you are in Hawaii. It could result in this brutal sweep-out. Due to the high pressure of wind on Hawaii's beaches, visitors often face similar waves there. And believe me, that's the best-case scenario that we've shown you. Tiger Leaping Gorge is a part of the 3 parallel of UNEP. It is the world's deepest gorge, with a drop of 3,900 meters from the mountain peak to the riverbed. According to the tale, a hunter chased the tiger through the gorge until the tiger found itself trapped and, left with no choice, leapt the 25-meter gap across the gorge. Therefore, naming it as such. Whenever the ocean shows such distress, it means that it's not a good day for a beach walk, which can turn into a deep swim. And most probably, that would be your last swimming if you're not a good swimmer. So, never try to mess with the ocean when it's super excited like that. In 2018, a terrifying tsunami destroyed the beach cities of Indonesia, and this was the starting point of that giant wave. This incredible but freaky video was filmed just seconds before the real big show. Even cars and coastal huts could not resist it, and were quickly wiped out. Don't you just love that feeling when a huge set rolls in? It's a magical mix of fear and adrenaline paddling for the horizon. But still, I don't really want to mess with these huge waves. I hope they've taken the proper safety measures. Swell, lift up, and then stroll down. This insane peak wave clearly seems like the ocean has tried to punch someone. But nope, that's not a punch at all. That's just a skill shown by the ocean. How magnificent is that? Surfers love this mode of sea because these kinds of waves give surfers some extra kinetic energy. I can't imagine the tumble spin mode this dude must have experienced. This clip is from Tehuopo, a village on the southwestern coast of the island of Tahiti. French Polynesia, widely known for its surf break and heavy, glassy waves offshore, often reaching 2 to 3 meters, and sometimes even up to 7 meters, which is insane. I hope this guy made it out alive. It was surely not a good day for this veteran surfer. Salvador Villas-Boas, when he was riding one of the biggest waves of the day off Nazaire. A bump knocked him off into the water near some rocks. As the second wave closes in on the stranded surfer, professional jet ski rescuer Ramon Laureano saves Villas-Boas by dragging him out of harm's way. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.